Assalam Alaikum aspirants, welcome to the Bright Future Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss in detail capitals, country, currency, location, maps, flag, etc. everything. And these are the most important frequently asked questions in one paper and all competitive exams, so don't miss any part and let's move to the slides. Countries in East Asia. Russia. Capital Moscow became capital in March 12, 1918. Currency Russian ruble. Location Northern Asia. Mongolia. Capital Ulaanbaatar, meaning red horse, became capital in 1924. Currency Mongolian Togrog. China. Capital Beijing or Peking became capital in January 31st, 1949. Currency renminbi or yuan. Location Southeast Asia. Taiwan. Capital Taipei became capital in 1894. Currency New Taiwan dollar. Location East Asia. North Korea. Capital Pyongyang became capital in 1948. Currency won. Location Eastern Asia. South Korea. Capital Seoul became capital in 1948. Currency won. Location Eastern Asia. Japan. Capital Tokyo became capital in 1868. Currency yen. Location Northeast Asia. Countries in Central Asia. Tajikistan. Capital Dushanbe became capital in 9th September 1991. Currency Somoni. Location Central Asia. Kyrgyzstan. Capital in 1926. Bishkek became its capital. In 1991 it was renamed as Bishkek. Currency Kyrgyzstani Som. Location Central Asia. Kazakhstan. Capital Nur Sultan became the capital in 1997 and was renamed as Astana, that was also known as its capital city in 1998. From 2019 to 2022, the city was known as Nur Sultan. Currency Tengi. Location Central Asia. Uzbekistan. Capital Tashkent became capital in 1991. Currency Uzbekistani Som. Location Central Asia. Turkmenistan. Capital Ashgabat became capital in 1991. Currency Turkmenistani Mannat. Location Central Asia. Countries in South Asia. Nepal. Capital Kathmandu became capital in 18th century. Currency Nepalese rupee. Location South Asia. Bhutan. Capital Thimphu became capital in 1961. Currency Gultram. Location Southern slopes of the Eastern Himalayas. India. Capital New Delhi became capital in 13 February 1931. Currency Indian rupee. Location South Asia. Bangladesh. Capital Dhaka became capital in 1971. Currency Taka. Location northeastern part of South Asia. Pakistan. Capital Islamabad became capital in 14th August 1967. Currency Pakistani rupee. Location South Asia. Afghanistan. Capital Kabul became capital in 1776. Currency Afghan Afghani. Location South Asia. Sri Lanka. Capital Colombo, that is also known as its executive and judicial capital, made in 1978, and the second capital is Sri Jayawardena Kota, that is also known as its legislative capital, made in 1982. Currency Sri Lankan rupee. Location in the Indian Ocean. Maldives. Capital Male. Currency Maldivian rupiah. Location North Central Indian Ocean. Countries in Southeast Asia. Myanmar. Capital Nepalda. Currency Kyat. Location Southeast Asia. Thailand. Capital Bangkok became capital in 1782. Currency Baht. Location in the heart of the Southeast Asia. Laos. Capital Vientiane became capital in 1563. Currency Kip. Location mainland Southeast Asia. Vietnam. Capital Hanoi became capital in September 1945. Currency Dong. Location Southeast Asia. Cambodia. Capital Phnom Penh. Currency Cambodian Riel. Location Southeast Asia. Malaysia. Capital Kuala Lumpur became capital in 1963. Currency Ringgit. Location Southeastern Asia. Singapore. Capital Singapore became capital in 1836. Currency Singapore dollar. Location Maritime Southeast Asia. Brunei. Capital Bandar Seri Begawan became capital in 1920, also known as Brunei Town or Bandar Brunei. Currency Brunei dollar. Location Southeast Asia. Indonesia. Capital Jakarta became capital in 27 December 1949. Currency Indonesian rupiah. Location Southeast Asia. East Timor. Capital Delhi became capital in 2002. Currency United States dollar. Location Southeast Asia. Philippines. Capital Manila became capital in 1595. Currency Peso. Location Southeastern Asia. Countries in Southwest Asia. Iran. Capital Tehran became capital in 1796. Currency Iranian Rial. Location West Asia. Iraq. Capital Baghdad became capital in 1920. Currency Iraqi dinar. Location Middle East. Jordan. Capital Amman became capital in 1921. Currency Jordanian dinar. Location in the Middle East. Israel. Capital Jerusalem became capital in 1950. Currency Israeli shekel. Location in the Middle East. Palestine. Capital Ramallah. Currency Israeli shekel. Location Eastern Mediterranean region. Syria. Capital Damascus became capital in 1919. Currency Syrian pound. Location Southwestern Asia. Turkey. Capital Ankara became capital in 1923. Currency Turkish lira. Location Southwest Asia. Cyprus. Capital Nicosia became capital in 1960. Currency Euro. Location Southwest Asia. Lebanon. Capital Beirut became capital in 1943. Currency Lebanese pound. Location Middle Eastern. Armenia. Capital Yerevan became capital in 1918. Currency Armenian dirham. Location Southwest Asia. Azerbaijan. Capital Baku became capital in 1920. Currency Azerbaijani manat. Location Southwestern Asia. Georgia. Capital Tbilisi became capital in 1122. Currency Georgian lari. Location Southwest Asia. Saudi Arabia. Capital Riyadh became capital in September 1932. Currency Saudi Riyal. Location Southwestern Asia. Qatar. Capital Doha became capital in 1971. Currency Qatari Riyal. Location in the Middle East. Yemen. Capital Sana'a became capital in 1962. Currency Yemeni Riyal. Location Western Asia. Oman. Capital Muscat became capital in 1793. Currency Omani Riyal. Location Arabian Peninsula. United Arab Emirates. Capital Abu Dhabi became capital in early 1990s. Currency United Arab Emirates Dirham. Location southeast of Arabian Peninsula. Bahrain. Capital Manama became capital in early 1971. Currency Bahraini dinar. Location Persian Gulf. Kuwait. Capital Kuwait City. Currency Kuwaiti dinar. Location Arabian Peninsula. Countries in Europe. Spain. Capital Madrid became capital in 1561. Currency Euro. Location southwest corner of Europe. United Kingdom. Capital London became capital in 166. Currency Pound Sterling. Location northwest coast of Europe. Finland. Capital Helsinki became capital in 1812. Currency Euro. Location Northern Europe. Norway. Capital Oslo became capital in 1299. Currency Norwegian krone. Location Northern Europe. Denmark. Capital Copenhagen became capital in 1445. Currency Danish krone. Location Northern Europe. Germany. Capital Berlin became capital in 1871. Currency Euro. Location Central Europe. Greece. Capital Athens became capital in 1834. Currency Euro. Location Southeastern Europe. Austria. Capital Vienna. Currency Euro. Location East Central Europe. Belgium. Capital Brussels became capital in 1830. Currency Euro. Location Western Europe. Belarus. Capital Minsk became capital in 25th March 1918. Currency Belarusian ruble. Location Eastern Europe. Croatia. Capital Zagreb became capital in 1845. Currency Croatian kuna. Location Southeast Europe. Czech Republic. Capital Prague became capital in 1st January 1993. Currency koruna. Location Central Europe. France. Capital Paris became capital in 987 AD. Currency Euro. Location Central Western Europe. Hungary. Capital Budapest became capital in 1361. Currency Hungarian forint. Location Central Europe. Ireland. Capital Dublin became capital in 1922. Currency Euro. Location in the North Atlantic Ocean. Italy. Capital Rome became capital in 1871. Currency Euro. Location Southern Europe. Netherlands. Capital Amsterdam became capital in 1814. Currency Euro. Location Western Europe. Portugal. Capital Lisbon became capital in 1256. Currency Euro. Location Southwestern Europe. Sweden. Capital Stockholm became capital in 1634. Currency Corona. Location Northern Europe. Ukraine. Capital Kiev became capital in January 1918. Currency Hryvnia. Location Eastern Europe. Bulgaria. Capital Sofia became capital in January 1879. Currency Lev. Location Eastern Europe. Liechtenstein capital Vaduz became capital in 1719. Currency Swiss franc. Location Western Europe. Poland capital Warsaw became capital in February 1, 1945. Currency Zloty. Location Central Europe. Romania capital Bucharest became capital in 1862. Currency Romanian rupee. Location Eastern Europe. Countries in North America. Canada capital Ottawa became capital in 1857. Currency Canadian dollar. Location Northern North America. United States of America capital Washington DC became capital in July 9, 1790. Currency United States dollar. Location North America. Mexico capital Mexico City became capital in 1821. Currency Mexican peso. Location Middle America. Guatemala capital Guatemala City became capital in 1776. Currency Guatemalan quetzal. Location Central America. Nicaragua capital Managua became capital in 1852. Currency Nicaraguan Cordoba. Location Central America. Panama capital Panama City became capital in 1903. Currency Balboa and US dollar. Location Central America. Cuba capital Havana became capital in 1607. Currency Cuban peso. Location Northern Caribbean Sea. The Bahamas capital Nassau became capital in 1697. Currency Bahamian dollar. Location Northwestern West Indies. Jamaica capital Kingston became capital in 1872. Currency Jamaican dollar. Location the Caribbean Sea. Countries in South America. Argentina capital Buenos Aires became capital in 1880. Currency peso. Location in the southern part of South America. Peru capital Lima became capital in July 28, 1821. Currency Peruvian sol. Location Western South America. Chile capital Santiago became capital in 1818. Currency Chilean peso. Location Southern South America. Brazil capital Brasilia became capital in 21st April 1960. Currency Brazilian real. Location South America. Uruguay capital Montevideo became capital in 1828. Currency Uruguayan peso. Location Southern South America. Paraguay capital Asuncion became capital in 14th May 1811. Currency Paraguayan Guarani. Location South America. Bolivia capital La Paz, that is also known as its executive and legislature capital, made in 1898, and the second capital is Sucre, that is its constitutional and judicial capital, made in 1839. Currency Boliviano. Location Central South America. Colombia capital Bogota became capital in 1821. Currency Colombian peso. Location Northern South America. Ecuador capital Quito became capital in 1534. Currency US dollar. Location Western corner of South America. Guyana capital Georgetown became capital in 1831. Currency Guyanese dollar. Location Central North of South America. Suriname capital Paramaribo became capital in 1650. Currency Surinamese dollar. Location Northern South America. Venezuela capital Caracas became capital in 1821. Currency Venezuelan Bolivar. Location Northern South America. Trinidad and Tobago capital Port of Spain became capital in 1757. Currency Trinidad and Tobago dollar. Location Northern South America. Countries in Africa. Algeria capital Algiers became capital in 1962. Currency Algerian dollars. Location Africa. Zimbabwe capital Harare became capital in 1982. Currency Zimbabwean dollars. Location Southern Africa. Djibouti capital Djibouti City became capital in 1892. Currency Djiboutian franc. Location the Horn of Africa. Egypt capital Cairo became capital in 972 AD. Currency Egyptian pound. Location northeastern corner of Africa. Eritrea capital Asmara became capital in 1897. Currency Nakfa. Location Eastern Africa. Ethiopia capital Addis Ababa became capital in 1889. Currency Ethiopian birr. Location the Horn of Africa. Ghana Capital Accra became capital in 1877. Currency Ghanaian cedi. Location West Africa. Kenya capital Nairobi became capital in 1907. Currency Kenyan shilling. Location East Africa. Liberia capital Monrovia became capital in 1824. Currency Liberian dollar. Location West Africa. Libya capital Tripoli became capital in 1951. Currency Libyan dinar. Location Northern Africa. Madagascar capital Antananarivo became capital in 1960. Currency Malagasy Arari. Location Africa. Mali capital Bamako. Currency CFA franc. CFA stands for African Financial Community. Location West Africa. Mauritius capital Port Laos became capital in 1968. Currency CFA franc. CFA stands for African Financial Community. Location Indian Ocean. Morocco capital Rabat became capital in 1912. Currency Moroccan dirham. Location Indian Ocean. Mozambique capital Maputo became capital in 1975. Currency Mozambican Metical. Location southeast coast of Africa. Niger capital Niamey became capital in 1926. Currency CFA franc. CFA stands for African Financial Community. Location Western Africa. Nigeria capital Abuja became capital in 12th December 1991. Currency Naira. Location West Africa. Rwanda capital Kigali became capital in 1962. Currency Rwandan franc. Location Central Africa. Seychelles capital Victoria became capital in 1976. Currency Seychelles rupee. Location Indian Ocean. Somalia capital Mogadishu became capital in 1960. Currency shilling. Location Horn of Africa. South Africa capital Pretoria, that is its executive capital, made in 1860, and the second capital is Cape Town, that is its legislative capital, made in 1910, and the third capital is Bloemfontein, made in 1910. Currency South African rand. Location southern tip of the African continent. Sudan capital Khartoum became capital in 1956. Currency Sudanese pound. Location northeast Africa. South Sudan capital Juba became capital in 9th July 2011. Currency South Sudanese pound. Location northeast Africa. Uganda capital Kampala became capital in 9th October 1962. Currency Ugandan shilling. Location Eastern Africa. Oceania Australia capital Canberra became capital in 12th March 1913. Currency Australian dollar. Location between the Indian and South Pacific Ocean. Fiji capital Suva became capital in 1882. Currency Fiji dollar. Location South Pacific Ocean. Kiribati capital Tarawa became capital in since 1895. Currency Australian dollar. Location Central Pacific Ocean. New Zealand capital Wellington became capital in 1865. Currency New Zealand dollar. Location South Pacific Ocean. So in this video we have detailed discussed the countries, capital, maps, flags, etc. And these are the most important frequently asked questions in the one paper and all competitive exams. So hope you would like this video. Leave a like, share, comment, do subscribe. Thanks for watching.